MSG can dictate terms to them. Because, like my dad said, all you got to do is Steinbrenner their ass. All right, fine, we'll go. They'll stop everything.
You know, it'd be great if they said, "All right, well, throw a going away party for you." If they just.
Well, wait, you really think that's? I got news for you.
I don't think it would happen. I don't think it would happen, but
yeah.
I mean, hell, they're giving fucking Detroit a new stadium.
Yeah.
And Detroit's bankrupt.
Yeah, that tells you everything you need to know about the guy who runs our country. And if you're saying to yourself, oh, "You're such an idiot. Obama doesn't run Detroit. He's the president." Well, his policies and that type of thinking got Detroit in the mess they are in now.
Detroit was.
We're going bankrupt. We're screwing all our fucking creditors, but we're going to come up with $444 million for the goddamn new Joe Louis Arena. How does that make sense? That's why the economy's shit, because they keep not making sense. They spent something like $100 million more than they took in every year for the last 10 years.
I think it's something like almost 50% of all buildings in Detroit are abandoned.
So 50, and there's like, this is shocking. I didn't know this. There's under 1 million people living there. It's unbelievable. It's an American city, for Christ's sakes. It's the pride of the nation. George Bush's fault.
Yeah,
I'm watching this asshole on CNBC or MSNBC, and he's like, "This is what brought Detroit to its knees is the Republicans' small government policies." There hasn't been a Republican elected there since before the fucking Second World War. Unbelievable, and they're still going to come up with the money because there's something's happened to our society. 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 anymore for some reason. In fact, 2 minus, well, I don't want to get... There's no such thing as negative. -0. -1, -2. For some reason, and I don't know where it came along, you can go over budget. It's like these guys, we have a country. I used to know these guys, like in high school, that they wouldn't pay their cell phone bill, and after like 2 months, they'd shut the fucking thing off, and these guys would throw a shit fit. A fucking shit fit.
We've all woken up in the cables like
they can't do that. You can't do that. And I used to think, well, this is my idiot friend Joe. Not Sienna, by the way. This is my idiot friend Joe. It's a good thing he won't grow up to run the country. Well, apparently he did.
Hey, but we've all woken up and, oh shit, the cable's out.
Yeah, but I didn't blame anybody.
I know, I blame myself. I'm like, they were serious with those phone calls.
I didn't call. I mean, like, what's that conversation going to be like? Hey, you shut off my cell phone. Yeah, you missed 3 payments and you got 5 warnings. Yeah. You can't do that. Well, fuck, we can't pass, motherfucker. In fact, we'll see you in small claims court. How come that doesn't apply to our government? How can we defraud all those bankers? Let me tell you something. Here's who I don't feel sorry for: is those fucking pensioners. You're the type of thinking that created this mess. You think there's an unlimited amount of money. It's just out there.
The bailout that Obama gave them, they didn't create any new jobs. Well, they did, but they were all outsourced.
Yeah, sure.
Worked
great, huh? Well, they'll get a new stadium. You know what? You know what our country needs? A couple bridge collapses. And you think I'm being cruel? That's exactly that is what's going to have to wake everybody up. Coming out of Minnesota, we've just lost 200 people to a sudden bridge collapse. It's strange because it was investigated last Tuesday by our bridge officials.
It's not going to happen here because all 3 bridges are being worked on that go from New Jersey into New York.
What if they can't pay those guys anymore? You know what they do? They walk off the fucking job.
Yeah.
That's the problem. There's not an unlimited amount of money. Oh, we'll just take it from fucking rich people. Till when? Oh, well, they do it in Europe. Europe's falling apart. And the only reason Greece hasn't declared bankruptcy is because the EU won't let them. Which is probably illegal because the EU shouldn't have any authority over a bankruptcy declaration. And some left-wing judge nut tried that in Detroit. Like, you can't declare bankruptcy. Fucking who's got the authority to say they can't declare bankruptcy? There's no fucking money.
Hey, Tommy, I just thought of something.
What?
If the Rangers did have to move, would you become like a Quebec Rangers fan?
It's not going to Quebec. I got news for you. They'd sooner
The
go to
Atlanta
Long Island.
Rangers.
They'd go to Long Island before they did that.
The Atlanta Rangers.
The Atlanta Rangers. Stop trying to get me off of politics. I'm angry.
The Kansas City Rangers.
I'd say I'd be a Detroit Red Wings fan. I always said I'd do that, but I don't know. Obviously, nobody in Detroit.
They're going to be the Quebec Red Wings.
Nobody.
Everybody's going to Quebec. Any team that has any financial problems,
let's go to a city that 20 years ago couldn't support a hockey team of their own. That's a great idea. Quebec. Let's go to another city in Seattle that we have no real testing ground to really know if it's going to work or not. Yeah. Let's put another team in Atlanta for the second time and watch it fail.
The Halifax Rangers.
I sound like Ryan Lampert. Actually, that's one thing we agree on. They're building a new stadium. They're trying to build a new stadium. Don't worry, Ed. And they're saying it's because we need jobs. It's because you need jobs. You can't pay your own workers.
They said something like 40% of the streetlights work in Detroit now.
That's great. Good, you deserve it. All you people in Detroit, all you pensioners, all you people that suck so much out of your the car companies over there, all you self-entitled pricks that think there's nothing but money and there's no consequences for continuing to tax and spend and chase all the people with money out of your city, good. You need a little bridge collapse and some starvation to wake the fuck up.
I think the Detroit Red Wings logo should just be the Bankrupt sign from Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be their goal horn.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I get that. Wheel of Fortune. Bankrupt sound. Here we go. Oh, isn't this one? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hell, that's it scores!
This is from 1976, 1989. Here we go. And that's who scores! Oh. Oh, that's it. It's Detroit.
Detroit's new goal horn.
Here it is. The new Joe Louis Arena. The new Joe released a little goal horn. There it is. Jackasses. Starve to death. Starve to death.
They don't have a major
America.
supermarket
Starve to death.
either.
Starve to death till you realize there is a science to economics. And denying economics is like denying evolution for all you fucking liberals out there. Jackasses.
Play that goal horn one more time.
You're such a fucking prick. It's not funny. That's who scores! Oh, I used to hate when they did that. I remember, like, my grandmother used to watch Wheel of Fortune, right? And, she would sit there and when they, when they used to do it, they used to go, oh, like the whole place goes, oh. So I thought it'd be really funny next time it happens to laugh out loud. My grandmother had a canary. How could you say that? They just lost all their money.
Sounds like my grandma.
That's evil. Well, she didn't say that's evil. She said something like you should go to church. Bless me, Father, for I had sinned. This is my first confession. I laughed at the woman who couldn't get the final letter because she had every other single letter up there to solve the puzzle when the bankrupt sound came. I laughed out loud. Grandma was mad. Grandma was mad, Hey, you idiots, you like what you heard? Please subscribe today to the Shot from the Point YouTube channel. We have videos, podcasts, and we cover all the stupidest moments in the world of hockey. Subscribe today, bitches.